Guys, I am really excited to bring you a very special shipping video today. It is St. Patrick's weekend here, which obviously is a huge day in Ireland. But to celebrate, we decided we would launch a new range of guitar inlays. And I'm going to show them to you now in a second. But also we've got a really bumper batch of guitars to show you this week as well. So some really special ones, some nice Irish themed ones. And no better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Oh, and make sure you stay to the very end of this video because we've got a very special performance for you. So let's get into the inlays. So anybody that knows me knows I like a good story. And whenever we started talking about designing new inlays, I wanted something that had a connection. You know, I like to have something that's connected to our Irish roots, and maybe to our locality. So we started to look around at some of the ancient standing stones that we have around our county here, and there's some remarkable examples that go right back to the 5th, 6th, 7th centuries. And there was one that stood out in particular, and it's called the Marigold Stone. Now it's located about an hour's drive from here, a little bit further north on the Inishowen Peninsula, outside a town called Co.Donegal. And that stone sits in the site of one of St. Patrick's ancient churches. So it goes way back and has some great history. But when we started to look at the design that's on it, it's got some remarkable design on all four sides. And on two of the sides, we found two designs that pretty much are exactly perfect for a fretboard, because the stone on its side tapers out in the same way as a fretboard does. It's around about the same length and dimensions. So without having to change it, it was exactly perfect for a guitar fretboard. And so it was just a perfect thing to do. So what we've got is this range of inlays with this beautiful design. So this is the knotwork that was on one of the sides. And we were able to take a tracing of it and leave it in that same rough and ancient form. So I think it's been a wonderful job that we've done in being able to execute that and bring it right back into fretboard design. So it gives you something that's, you know, looks Celtic. It's got that old world kind of feeling, but on a very modern guitar. I just absolutely love it. The second one that we've got from that same stone is on the opposite side. There's this lattice design. And it's really quite unusual, and they say that it has Greek origins. So, you know, in ancient times there would have been travelers that came from around the world and brought different designs and concepts and mixed them with the Celtic designs. So this lattice design it's a really unique thing. I haven't really seen anything else like it on any of the ancient designs and stones. But again, this is almost an exact representation. We've changed a couple of little details to make it fit the spacings, but it's almost an exact representation of the design on that stone. And again, very striking, fits beautifully on a guitar fretboard. And whenever you use the different contrasting colors on it, I think it really is it's a wonderful design. And then the third one that we took from that same stone, there's a lot of different knots on it. It's got a lot of different elements, but there was one specific knot that we found, and we're calling it the unity knot. So it's quite different in the way that it's a knot that's designed from squares, and it's really nice. I think it fits very well. A little bit different than the other Celtic knots that we've done before, but it gives a really nice, unique design. We're calling it unity knots because our interpretation of this is that it's representing the four provinces in our country here: Ulster, Munster, Leinster and Connacht, and unifying them together in one knot. So another really nice detail. But there's more, because we've got three other new designs that we've brought to you. And I must say that they've all been designed in-house by our team. Yanis Collins and Richard Ted Stone have been sort of leading the design concept on these, and then I jump in then to give my 2 cents and change a few things from time to time. But we're blessed to have some really great designers that work here that can come up with these designs. Now, this is, I guess, a variation of the Celtic rose design that we created. So it's combining the roses with the vines that we've previously been doing. So beautiful red roses in this design here, but we can obviously do this in all the different colors. So you'll have a choice of the primary color on the vine, and then multiple different colors that you can use for the roses and for the infinity loop on the 12th fret. So I really like that, and stands out on that guitar beautifully. And one of the things that we do a lot with inlays is it's very nice to have this flash of color on the front that then matches with a piece of color on the back. So so it kind of unifies it really nicely. So beautiful, that quilted maple. Then we have this beautiful knot design. So so I love how we've designed this, that it's literally one line running down the side, and we have to see it because that line hides a little bit behind the string. But one line that's creating knots then on the 3rd, 5, 7, 9, 12, and etc. So it's a really nice concept, and the infinity knot at the 12th fret. So I think that's going to be a really popular one. I think it's very, very elegant. And the last one is our 2025 limited edition Emerald logo design. And people have been asking us before, can we put the Emerald dog on it? The Emerald logo, if anybody doesn't know the background, it originates from the Book of Kells. It's a design concept that we've seen multiple places in the Book of Kells, and we took and we modernized it and did our modern interpretation of that hound creature that features on there. And what you'll see a lot of times in the Book of Kells is creatures being like made into knots and spirals. You know, so elements of it are brought into a design. So what I want to do is we're going to challenge our team every year to come up with a different interpretation, a different knot design that includes the dog, our logo. And so this is what we're going to have for 2025, and we'll use that as a stamp on time and then design a different one for next year. So so you can see obviously the elements of the foot of the dog and the head and the foot up here, but then with the knot joined in between. So so that's a really, really nice concept. Really like that. And then with the little knot work running in the contrast and color. So isn't that beautiful? With a vibrant green. Now, these guitars, these are our prototype guitars that we use to design the inlays, but they are going to be available on our website for sale. So if any of those catch your eye, you can buy them this weekend. Now, what I should do is I'm just going to take you to the 3D builder and show you how you can actually build those. So we haven't used the touch screen in a while, but what I thought I'd do is I'll bring it in here and show you the inlays on the site. So if you go to the Emerald Guitars 3D builder, the first thing you get the choice of is your colors. So I'm going to design something that's nice and green here just as a background for this. Let's take a nice piece of maple and we'll add in the color. So there we are, nice green guitar to start with. So once you've designed your guitar, then you're wanting to find a little extra details to make it extra special for you. So the fretboard design has been something that's been very popular, and you'll see in the shipping video that about 90% of all our custom orders now have an inlay on them, which is fantastic. And it is a really nice way to be able to personalize your guitar and add a signature. Now, we've got something extra special that we've just added to the site as well, because we've been doing our unidirectional carbon fiber fretboard for I guess about 10 years now, and it's a really nice finish, but we've added a second option. So you've got your unidirectional fretboard choice first of all, or you can have a quilted carbon fiber fretboard. So let's have a look at this. So we've been able to design this on the 3D builder. Doesn't fully show the three-dimensional aspect, but maybe if I show you this piece of it Now this is a very special carbon fibre that has been designed and machined so that you see the end grain in it, and it gives you this wonderful holographic effect. So it looks very much like quilted maple. It moves with the light, and depending on how you angle it, it's just got this beautiful, this beautiful movement to it. It's what they would call the chatoyant effect, and we're really excited to be adding that onto our lineup. We've already made a couple of guitars with it as customs just to try it, but it's now going to be added in, and I think that's going to become a very popular add-on on our guitar range. So as you can see, quite a lot of different inlay options there now. Let's have a look at the new ones. So we've got the Emerald 2025, and what's really nice is you get that choice of color where you can add the accent in. So gold and green, perfect for that. We've got the vines with the roses, and let's see that in silver and red. Beautiful design. We've got the offset knots, and the offset knots are only available in a primary color. We don't have a secondary design in that. I think that looks beautiful on the white with the green. So very nice design. And let's have a look at the marigold knot. So the marigold knot, it's only going to be available in one solid color. So you can have it silver, gold, white, or black. Now, black's a very interesting color with that, and you can see on the 3D builder. So you would have the primary color of that fretboard within the black, and so the fretboard material is kind of like a silvery gray. It's not pure black. So whenever you have the solid black, then it is a subtle but still stands out. That's very cool there, I think. And then we have our marigold lattice. Now I think this one's going to work great with contrasting colors. So if we look at the accent color and then go with the green, it just brings that little bit of green in. And let's go back to the primary color and put that gold. So there we are. I think that's a nice looking guitar. And the final one is the Unity knots. And let's go gold and silver. So many different ways to be able to pull them together to personalize and get it exactly right for you. So when you have that combination of all those inlays and the ability then to add in that different fretboard as well. Also on the 12th fret on some of those designs, you have the ability to actually personalize it and put writing on the 12th fret. So virtually it's limitless what you can do on our fretboards now. So that's the new addition. For this promotion, we're offering 30% for a limited time off all our inlays. So if you've been thinking about building a custom guitar, this is a really great time to add in an Emerald inlay. So I have to double check how long that's running, but we'll maybe put that up on the screen of when that promotion ends. So get in there, find a beautiful inlay, and we'll get on with the shipping video. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we have 26 guitars on the rack this week, so it's a bumper shipping video. The reason for that is we had a couple of delays of some parts coming through production, and then our photographer was off having a holiday, the guy who's behind the camera right now. So it took a little bit extra time to get some of these guitars photographed, because every guitar that we build, we photograph. And if you haven't been in it, go to the gallery so you can actually see every guitar there, and it's a really nice research tool if you're trying to see combinations of colors. So that's why we've got such a big video this week. But what better guitar to start with? Because yes, this is our St. Patrick's video. This is our St. Patrick's shipping video, and this is a very Irish Celtic themed guitar. So this is going out to James Strawley, and James has been a great supporter of Emerald over the years, and has built up a nice collection. And this is something that he asked us to build specially for him, and we tweaked the rules a little bit and come up with a few things that are a little bit different than we normally do. But what we've got going on here is an X20 So let's break it down. We've got a green burst on the top. So rather than just a solid green at the top, we did a gradient. We just left it a little bit lighter in the center, and so it gives that really nice gradient on the vibrant weave. The inlay, we've got the Celtic rose with gold or orange on the rose, the green petals running down there, the green vine, and then emerald at the 12th fret. Isn't that really nice? Very, very nice inlay. We've got the gold then on the fretboard, or in the headstock. We've got chrome hardware, and then we need to check out the back. We've got the Irish flag colours on the back. So our painter Carl put this together, really executed it beautifully. We've kept the vibrant weave just completely pure on the center, and then the green and the orange. So there we are. James, you're going to love this, and incidentally, this is a baritone as well. So quite customized, very special guitar, and a great way to do a send off for St. Patrick's Day. Now, Eric in California, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a little bit faster. I'm going to maybe put a little bit more focus this week towards the inlays, because you've got a great selection here. So we've got an X20 going out to Eric in California, black quilted maple on the top, really nice black quilted maple, black carbon back and sides. We've got the high vibe pickup system. You've heard about that if you've ever watched the shipping video. And then we've got the offset lines in silver. And you can see those, that silver just works beautifully with the black quilted maple. Then we've got Mark in Kentucky. This is an X27 string. So our 7-string is the guitar that we build a standard with fan frets. You've got a 27-inch scale on the low B, and going to 25.5. So it just gives a lot more tension on the low B. We really believe in the fan frets on a 7-string. Cocobolo veneer on the top. We've got red carbon back and sides. We've got the high vibe pickup, and the inlay here is the vines in white with silver at the 12th fret. So always a little bit more fun trying to line up everything perfectly up on a fan fret, but very nicely executed there. Now we have Kevin in Kentucky. Now this is a beautiful guitar, absolutely stunning. This is red maple burl. So we've got this wonderful burl pattern, transparent red over the top, and absolutely looks amazing, so eye-catching. Then the inlays here, very cool with this. Actually, I think it works very nicely with that top. It's the infinity knots, so the Celtic knots in black, and then just red on the infinity knot at the 12th fret. So you've got a similar kind of theme, that little bit of red, but the black details that are running through it as well. So that works really well there. Black carbon back and sides and a high vibe on an X20 12-string. So it's just that little bit of detail, just amazing how catching that little bit of red on the fretboard just ties the whole thing beautifully together. So there we are, Kevin. And apologies that wasn't in last week's shipping video, but it's Andrea's fault. Fernando in Colorado. Hey, check this one out too. This is Battle of the 12 Strings. What's more beautiful? So you can tell us in the comments which one you think. So this is quilted maple over teal. We've got the white rings on the fretboard. So a nice, more subtle inlay design on the fretboard, and the teal back and sides, teal carbon. Teal is just becoming so popular, and on that maple, just that flash of teal color really works nice. Then we've got, how do I pronounce that? I will get this wrong. Is it Zeke? Or yeah, I apologize, I got that wrong. I should have researched that before. Right, so this is an X30, And this, I really like this because this is entirely the opposite of what we've been doing on a lot of the other custom guitars. This is a custom guitar designed to be in its simplest and purest form. It's an X30 or Big Jumbo, pure natural black carbon fiber. We've got the unidirectional carbon on the fretboard, no inlays. We've got the raw carbon fiber in the bridge here as well. So it's all about carbon fiber. So a lot of different aspects of carbon, different finishes, and absolutely beautiful. No pickup, pure acoustic, and Emerald in its purest form. Now, Kenneth in Massachusetts, another X30, and this one is with the Pau Ferro veneer. The back and sides is amber carbon, and then we've got the Celtic knots in silver with gold at the 12th fret. And again, color combinations working very nicely with the top. So going through them a little bit quicker this week because there's so many. Now, this is nice because this is a set. This is 3 guitars going out to Robert in Nevada. And Robert has built up a beautiful collection of emeralds quite recently. And he discovered our brand, fell in love with emeralds, and is rapidly building a beautiful, beautiful collection. So this one is an X7, or little small body guitar. And I love this. So we've got Paldao with a teal veneer. We've got our infinity knots on the 12th going up the fretboard, and then we've got love at the 12th fret. So using that teal right through it as well. So yeah, as I say, love that. Teal back and sides on vibrant, and a high vibe pickup. So look at that. I mean, that's what you call personalization. Very unique. Now, number 2 going out to Robert is an X20. It's Royal Ebony veneer on top. We've got the gold Celtic rose and red on the pedals. We've got the gold hardware. And then we've got a vibrant red back and sides. So again, using that little piece of color on the front to match with the back, and that beautiful pattern on that Royal Ebony. Again, very nice. And the third one for Robert is this X30. So that's a nice set of guitars. We've got black limba with a beautiful pattern on it. We've got the gold vines with knots on the fretboard. We've got red infinity knot at the 12th fret. And you guessed it, red carbon back and sides. And a high vibe. So that's a very nice set of guitars. Going out to Robert. And then we've got Larry in Arizona. So incidentally, Nevada, Arizona, you'll see a lot of that coming up in our shipping videos, and it's because in those areas that are very dry climates where guitars suffer greatly, carbon guitars are a really, really great way to move forward with your guitar playing. It just gives you so much more freedom and comfort, not having to worry about humidifying your guitars. So this is an X30 12 string. Absolutely wonderful sound out of these. I just love the sound of an X30 12 string. Beautiful Pau Ferro veneer. We've got amber carbon back and sides, and then beautiful vines with dots. And you can have this in contrasting colors, but here he's chosen just to keep it all gold, and again matches nicely with the gold elements and that veneer on the top. Now, you with me? This is a big one. Keith in Texas. This is Clara Walnut on an X7. Amber back and sides. Black hardware. And we've got the gold rings on the fretboard. So that's got nice amber gold kind of colors going on there. Then we've got Alan in Illinois. So this is an X7 nylon string. So our small body X7 works really nice as a nylon guitar. So there's a shorter scale, so it'll be really low tension, very playable, blue carbon all over. And the inlays that we've got going on here is the black offset lines. So a really nice, just a subtle little accent for the inlay. We've got the adjustable bridge, the Graphtec piezo's, and a volume control in the sound hole. So there we are. We don't see a lot of those coming through, but nice. Another nylon happening here. So we've got Alex in California, and this is the X10 Slimline nylon. And the X10 Slimline makes a really, really good nylon string guitar. It's if you're looking for a stage nylon guitar, I think this is a really, really great option. So finished in vibrant teal. And we've kept the fretboard on this one just totally plain. We've got chrome hardware. Chrome against the teal actually I think is a really nice option. Works very well. Again with the adjustable bridge. And yeah, very nice slimline. Then we've got Mark in Minnesota. We're into Virtuo territory here. So black carbon Virtuo. We've got the black hardware. We've got the black carbon bridge. And then we've got the silver dots on the fretboard. Black carbon back and sides. So keeping it all that black and silver theme. Then Andreas in Germany. Amber carbon all round. We've got gold hardware. And then we've got the gold vines with the silver knot at the 12th fret. So the Virtuo has been such a fantastic guitar for us to have in our lineup. It's just taken us to a whole new audience. Rather than just being that pure acoustic company, the Virtuo takes us more into that electric territory, but it's still very much true to who we are as a company because it has an acoustic body. Now this is Harborica. Pretty sure this is Harborica. Yeah, it is. Just with I can see with the way the iridescence on it. Beautiful when you put a color over the top of Harborica. You've got the black details that are coming through and creates nice pattern, and then the color really pops on the lighter wood. So so Harborica with teal. We've got silver knots with teal at the 12th fret, and then teal carbon back and sides. And chrome, see again, that's what I was saying. Teal and chrome work really well together. Then we've got Bernd in Austria. Yeah, this is a beautiful Virtuo. Royal Ebony with that amazing pattern going on in there. I just love the patterns that we get in the Royal Ebony. This is all natural. This is how the wood creates these beautiful grain patterns. Gold hardware. We've got the gold Celtic rose with the silver petals, gold hardware, and an amber back and sides. Now, keeping it moving along. Chris in Florida, another Virtuo. So we've got quite a run of Virtuos going out this week. This is Paldao with the transparent green over the top. A little bit similar to the Harborica. Actually has even more movement to the top, and this really cool holographic effect that really winks and moves as you move it back and forward. Black hardware. We've got the gold vines, green, so the green connecting to the top, and black carbon back and sides. So so keeping the natural going with the color on the front. Then we've got Andre in Germany again, and this is black limba, and a really nice color on that black limba. Black hardware. We've got the natural unidirectional carbon fretboard and the black carbon back and sides. So I'll be looking forward to seeing the quilted carbon coming through. I think there's going to be a lot of guitars coming through with that on it, and yeah, it's just going to be nice doing a shipping video and seeing the contrast and inlays against the different types of fretboard. And It'd be interesting to see how long it's going to take for somebody to get an all black guitar. I'm going to just suggest something to somebody here now. See, if I was building one with a quilted maple fret or a quilted fretboard, what I would probably design is black quilted maple, say on an X20, with the quilted fretboard, quilted carbon fretboard, and black inlays on that. I think that's going to be really nice. Just keeping with all the black and that quilted fretboard. It has the same kind of movement as the quilted maple. So yeah, that'll be cool. We'll see who orders something like that someday. Where am I? Did we do William? No, I think we're at William. See, I'm confusing myself now. Yeah, look at this. This is William in England. This is another Virtuo, obviously. It's the Royal Ebony with a transparent green over the top. So a really wonderful pattern with the black details. Creates so much whenever you put the color on it. We've got the gold hardware. We've got the gold vine on the Celtic rose, the red on the rose, gold hardware, and then vibrant green back and sides. That's very, very timely guitar, isn't it, for St. Patrick's Day? Green and gold working beautifully. Then we've got Steve in Texas, another baritone actually. Is that 3 baritones this week? Wow. We don't do nearly as many baritones as I would like, but I love the sound of them. And this one is an X20 finished in red carbon. Just keeping the fretboard plain and red carbon back and sides. So pickup system here is the Graphtec piezos with the K&K Pure Minis inside as well. And yeah, nice to see 3 baritones in 1 week. Now, what have we left? We've got another 4 left on the wall. We've got Anthony in Maryland, another teal guitar. We've got a teal amicus, teal back and sides, black hardware, and we've got the silver vines on the fretboard. Now, incidentally, because the amicus is so much smaller, we can't offer all the inlay designs on that, so there is a limited option of inlays. So the new ones are not available on the amicus. So sorry about that if you're an amicus customer, but we have got some options there for you. So beautiful quilted maple with that teal. I think that looks terrific. Then we've got Mike in Wisconsin, another amicus. So the amicus is very popular. It's our most popular 12-string instrument. It's got a short scale 12-string design, so 18-inch scale, and rather than having octave strings, it's got unison strings, and it gives you really that nice, beautiful mandolin kind of choppy sound when you play. This one's green carbon. We've got silver offset lines here on the fretboard, and we've got the chrome hardware, green carbon back and sides too. So green and chrome. Down to the last 2. Another amicus. This is going to Kevin in Wisconsin, and this is green carbon with the white vine on the fretboard here. So green and white, keeping with the Irish theme. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Kevin, with that one. And the last one is Dave in Florida. This is Clara Walnut on an X7, and I love Clara Walnut. I love this sort of a chevron effect that we get with it, with the grain coming into almost into triangles there. We've got the Celtic knots on the fretboard. We've got black on the infinity knot. Very cool, gold and black hardware, and an amber back and sides. So there we are. That was a wonderful array of guitars. Like, you have to understand what it means to me to be able to see such a selection of instruments coming out of our factory. It blows me away. Beautiful to be able to design such great designs in-house as well. Big thanks to Richard and Yanis for designing those inlays, and for all the team for putting all these guitars together. I mean, I have huge respect for every single one, and it's no one individual that makes this special. It's everybody working together in harmony that makes our guitars what they are. So that is it for this week. If you watched it right through, then thank you. That was quite a bumper one this week, but it's St. Patrick's weekend, so I'm probably going to be heading to the Stores Bar, a place that you've seen in some of our content in the past. And if you want something really nice and Irish to watch, you can go back and maybe find the video we did there a couple of years ago. I think it's called The Session. But I'm going to go there on St. Patrick's Day and probably watch some music and maybe have 1 or 2 pints of Guinness. But here's something really special that we have for you. So recently we've partnered with a local Donegal group called Onóir, and you may have seen a little bit of content already with them. The guys are absolutely fantastic musicians, but the thing that really sets them apart is their voices. Such amazing vocal performances. We were really lucky to have them twice in the cottage. So the first time was for our music tour last September, and then we invited them back a couple of days ago and we filmed a very, very special performance that we're putting out to you on Sunday. So the night before St. Patrick's Day. So those guys, they are currently, I think they're actually traveling in the States, doing some sold out shows over there. They've been very, very busy. They've been super successful, and it's just the way they interpret these beautiful Irish songs. It really is sort of like one of those things that makes the hair stand on your arm when you experience it. So so big thank you to them, and we wanted to do this as a joint thing as well for them to put out to their audience. We'll be putting it out on Wednesday, and we're going to give you, again, I am with a Wednesday, it's been a long day, Sunday. It's going out on Sunday night on our channels. So make sure you tune in and watch that. It's going to get you really in the mood for St. Patrick's Day, which is on Monday, not Wednesday. Got to get this right. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave you with Onóir.
A hungry feeling came on me stealing, and my eyes were squealing in my prison cell. On the old triangle, one jingle jangle, all along the banks of the Royal Canal, to begin the morning. The screw was bawling, get up, you bowsy, and clean out yourself on the old triangle. One jingle's jangle, all along the banks of the Royal Canal. Well, the lads were sleeping, and because he was speedbound, as I lay weeping for my yourself on the old triangle. One jingle jangle, female prison. There were 75 women, and among them I